Craving a taste of Israel right here in the West Valley? Welcome to Al-Ha-Esh in Canoga Park. Today on Eat, Live, Love, San Fernando Valley, we're going to indulge in their sizzling shawarma, juicy kebabs, and crispy falafels. Let's get to it. Sean, it's awesome to be here.
Good to see you, Scott. Thank you for coming.
All right, congratulations on getting this place up and running.
Thank you.
Tell me the story behind Al-Ha-Esh.
Al-Ha-Esh is something that's been, that's been in my mind as long as I ever started working in the restaurant, with my dad. We had another restaurant before this one that was open for like 10, 12 years. And then, it's always been something in my mind where it's like, I gotta have my own one day. I gotta have my own thing. So this is like, how it came about,
Okay, so for those who don't know, what does Al-Ha-Esh mean?
Al-Ha-Esh in Hebrew means on the fire or on the grill, just depending on how you translate it. But it's like, that's mainly the main thing. Al-Ha-Esh, it's just like a saying. So it's like, come on, let's do some barbecue. Let's throw some stuff on the grill. And then, let's have some salad and stuff like that. It's more like, when you're doing a barbecue.
So this restaurant is kosher. So explain what that means.
Of course, kosher, pretty much kosher means that, every meat and, everything that we get in here, it's blessed by a rabbi before. And all of our grills are kosher. That means only kosher meat goes on it. All of our utensils are kosher. We take it and wash our utensils and all this stuff in a place called a mikveh, where it's like, a place with like holy water. You dip in your utensils so they can get blessed even before we use the utensils. So kosher pretty much means that everything is blessed before you use it.
Okay, so we were talking about earlier about having grilled meats here. So when I think of the first thing I think of you guys is your shawarma.
Yes, of course. We have the shawarma. We have two types of shawarma here. We have a chicken shawarma, which is from a chicken thigh. And then also on Sundays and Tuesdays, we serve a beef shawarma, which is from a chuck steak, which is really good. And we put lamb fat in between so it stays nice and juicy in there.
Yeah, and I've had your shawarma before, and I just love the marination of spices.
Oh, yeah, that's our own special blend.
Man.
Secret spices. You can't tell nothing about that.
It's really, really good. Okay, so when I think of you guys, because I've been here before, I always think about the size of the portions that you guys offer. It's like almost family style.
Yeah, of course. Everything is, we like to make sure our customers, are well fed, that no one leaves hungry, that you always have a little bit extra. So, and also, to fulfill the customer, it's like, they're spending their hard-earned money. I want to make them feel that, over here, you're going to get hooked up, you'll get fed, you'll never leave hungry, everything's always fresh. So it's like you're going to get your money's worth at the end of the day with me, that's for sure.
Okay, so you have a lot of things here to try. So tell us about the kebabs also.
Oh, beef kebab we make here with our own special blend of spices and herbs and onions and stuff like that. We make them every single day. Our beef kebab is mixed with a combination of ground beef and lamb together. So it's nice, it's juicy, it's flavorful. We like to put them on the grill so it gets that nice char taste as well. Really, really good.
And your falafel.
Our falafel we make also fresh. Everything in here is made fresh in-house every day. Our falafel is very, green, very earthy. We like it to feel light with, nice crunchy exterior, but really moist inside.
That fluffy inside.
Of course.
Right.
Fill you up, make sure you ate good.
All right, so in addition to that, you guys make all of your hummus and your salads.
Oh yeah, all of our salads is made in-house. Nothing is ever, jarred or anything like that. We make it all over here, from the hummus to the sauces, to the Israeli salad, to the cabbages, to all this stuff we make in-house.
All right, let's go back in the kitchen and let's see how you make some of this great stuff. All right, Sean, so this is the ribeye kebab, right?
Yeah, this is the ribeye steak skewer, as you see right here, we have on the grill. You get on each skewer, you get about 5-6 nice pieces of ribeye steak, and we put our secret blend of seasonings on there, and we grill it up to your liking.
Okay, so what do most people usually grill it up to?
Usually people like to get it around the medium rare, medium range, but we also, you have those people who like it a little bit more cooked, like medium well done. It just all depends on how you like it.
All right, Sean, how do you make a good falafel? Because a lot of times it's dry, sometimes it tastes burned. So how do you get that texture that when I think of falafel, I think of the falafel in Tel Aviv when I've been to Israel before, right? So you get that falafel that's soft and fluffy in the middle, but has that crispness on the outside.
So first, the way to make the perfect falafel cooking advice, you have to have fresh oil. If you're not over here switching your oil a couple times a week, every day, then you're gonna have that, you know, burnt, very brittle taste, not good, not fluffy inside. And also it comes with fresh ingredients. You have to use fresh bread, fresh herbs, fresh seasonings, fresh vegetables, you know, everything fresh. Don't, you know, shortcut it because you're gonna get shortcut answers. You have to do it all the way, do it right, feed your customers the right stuff. More than that, you're doing too much. Where do you like to go in here? You
Gotta
like
have the hummus. Cannot come here without having the hummus.
That's right. A little cucumber tomato.
I think we gotta go do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You like any red cabbage or baba ganoush?
I like the red cabbage. Explain what that is.
Red cabbage, it's pretty much, you know, purple cabbage that we like to dice up and mix it in with some mayonnaise, some garlic.
So it's like a coleslaw.
Yeah, pretty much a coleslaw, but it's not sweet, you know?
Okay, what else we got?
We got baba ganoush here. I have white cabbage salad here, which is with olive oil and lemon juice, salt.
I'll take a little bit of baba ganoush.
Sure.
A little bit of cabbage.
Sure.
And some onions.
You like some onions with sumac? You got it. You like a little spicy today, Scott, or are you feeling cool?
No, I like it spicy.
You like it spicy. Let's do it. Spread that right on there.
How would you describe this pepper sauce?
I would describe it as, you know, you have a very nice jalapeno-y sort of taste. You know, it's very spicy, has a good kick to it, has a little bit of a garlic taste to it. Really, really nice. You know, very big in the Israeli kosher community.
All right, I love it.
Let's do it. Put it right in there, load them up good, good, good. No half portions, only full size. Feed your customers. Then you can never finish a sandwich without the tahina.
All right, guys, there's a lot of food here we're going to be trying. I'm going to be starting off with the falafel in the pita. I just want to be able to show you this before I actually take a bite into this. Look how enormous this is. I have a feeling I'm going to have a problem here throughout. Is I don't even know how I'm going to get my jaws to be able to wrap around this food. All right, so there's 5 falafel balls here in this pita filled with salads, chili, you name it, and let's take a bite. Guys, so what stands out about the falafel here is, like we were talking about before with Sean, it really comes down to the ingredients that you use. Super soft inside, has that crunch that you want on the outside, and then combined with all the different flavors of the salads, the sauces. Oh my gosh, there's a wow factor here. This is probably some of the best falafel I've had here in Southern California, and this probably rivals some of the falafel that you would find in the Middle East. Guys, this is the merguez spicy Moroccan baguette. So you got the spicy sausage in here. This is the kosher equivalent of like a Louisiana hot link. You got the red hot sauce in here mixed with some cabbage, and let's dive in. All right, guys, after taking a bite of this, I have to say, I was pretty amazed. This is the first time trying this. You got the spicy sausage there. Again, the equivalent of like a Louisiana hot link. It kind of gets offset by that cabbage and some of the sauces in here, but you can feel the kick, and it's not overwhelming. It's not something that's very strong if you're a little more sensitive to spice. Got that red hot sauce here. Kind of adds a little bit of extra flavor, not just the spiciness when you take a bite out of it. Last and finally, this right here is your chicken shawarma inside the Al-Ha-Esh bread. Okay, so we saw the chicken shawarma being prepared earlier, and so now we finally be able to taste it. There is so much food in this sandwich. It's amazing. I mean, again, between your hummus, tahini, your Israeli salad, so many different things, plus all the sauces here combined. So let's see if I can wrap my mouth around this bad boy. So I got mine with the green, spicy hot sauce, and I gotta tell you guys, it definitely has some kick to it. But because I got so many other sauces in it, in between the cabbage, and remember the way they have it here, this red cabbage, it's almost like a coleslaw. So it really smooths out the intensity of the hot sauce that we got here. And then you can really taste the marinade of the flavors and spices on the chicken itself. So it doesn't just get washed away if you put hot sauce and sauces, if you add Israeli salad, whatever you might add to it, because the chicken is really good. Oh man, I'm gonna take another bite. Al-Ha-Esh Kosher Grill in Canoga Park. Where are they located? Well, again, they're in Canoga Park. They're at the corner of Fallbrook and Van Owen in the Fallbrook Center, about a block east of Fallbrook. Guys, you really got to check this place out. If you're looking for true Israeli, authentic food, talk about food that you put on the grill. And here's the best part, like we talked about it a few times, Sean even mentioned it himself. This place is all about the portions. You could easily share this with another person, but if you are really hungry, I can understand. You would not be missing out if you finish this yourself. There's just so much food here. You'll definitely be filled up. We were talking to other people while we were filming this episode that they said that they've literally came here 8 times in the last 9 days because they could not get enough of it. So that's just a testament to what they're doing right here. This is a newer place, so they would love to have your support. So if you're looking for some really good, solid Israeli food that's actually kosher too on top of it, remember there's not a lot of kosher restaurants out here in the West San Fernando Valley, then you gotta come out and check these guys out. Again, Al-Ha-Esh Kosher Grill in Canoga Park. Make sure you like, comment, as always, most importantly, share so we can help these guys, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley.